I see me in a supermarket a while ago and hear one policeman. I say Andrew a dog shit, Andrew a criminal. I say me shock when me hear the policeman say to blood clot. Me shock out of this world. So what you try to tell me say? Andrew, you're doomed, na? You're doomed, brother. Time come. Policeman say I'm the labor right and him a vote for PMP because him need a better Jamaica. You hear me I tell you? Me say me shock when me hear the policeman say one of the biggest blood clot you can ever see. A policeman say a whole heap of blood clot people they want to talk about what? Them people they afraid to come out like how we come out. Me not afraid, Andrew, you have to go down.
Andrew Holness, Andrew Holness, Andrew Holness. Why you run Ghana court now, Andrew Holness? Why you trying to stop the investigation into your affairs, Andrew Holness? And every time I talk, it look to people, it look to everybody now, like me not like Andrew Holness.
8:45 on this Tuesday morning, Tuesday, October 1, 2024. Well, Nationwide News can confirm that the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, Imperium Holdings Limited, Positive Media Solutions Limited, and Positive Jamaica Foundation Limited have filed in the Supreme Court an application for permission to apply for judicial review in the matter concerning the Prime Minister's statutory declarations and that report into his statutory declarations tabled in the House of Representatives.
Say Ryme Nation family, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing good today. Say Ryme Nation family, Andrew Holness seeks court ruling to invalidate Integrity Commission investigation report. So the Prime Minister and the Ryme Nation family has applied to the Supreme Court to have an Integrity Commission investigation report into his financial affairs rejected as unlawful, unfair, and premised on an unconstitutional law. So the Prime Minister said that he believed that the tabling of the report was intended to embarrass and cause harm to him, and as such was made for an improper purpose and in bad faith to prejudice and harm him, he said, adding that it sought to impute criminal and unethical conduct to him and the other applicants. Right? So I have a report from Nationwide News in relation to this Ryme Nation family, and then 119 did a video on this as well. One thing, Ryme Nation family, one thing, the Prime Minister have all rights to go to the Supreme Court to have this investigation by the Integrity Commission blocked. One thing, you think this is right, or one thing the Prime Minister to leave the Integrity Commission alone and make them do them investigations? So leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section and tell me what you think about this one. And if you're new to the Ryme Nation channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Whenever you guys subscribe to the channel, help the channel to grow. So take a look.
Andrew Sue's
Breaking
IC.
news from Nationwide Radio.
8:45 on this Tuesday morning, Tuesday, October 1, 2024. Well, Nationwide News can confirm that the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, Imperium Holdings Limited, Positive Media Solutions Limited, and Positive Jamaica Foundation Limited have filed in the Supreme Court an application for permission to apply for judicial review in the matter concerning the Prime Minister's statutory declarations and that report into his statutory declarations tabled in the House of Representatives a few days ago. This is a long document. The Prime Minister and those three companies, Positive Media Solutions, Positive Jamaica Foundation, and Imperium Holdings Limited, the three companies that were the center of focus and attention by the Integrity Commission. Those are the four applicants. The respondents, Craig Beresford, Kevin Stevenson, and the Integrity Commission. Holmess and the companies, they want leave to be granted for a judicial review of the failure and or refusal of Craig Beresford to act impartially, fairly and independently to carry out his statutory duty to examine the 2022 and the 23 statutory declarations of Andrew Holmess pursuant to the Integrity Commission Act. Holmess wants a judicial review of the decision to continue or keep the investigation for illicit enrichment open in relation to his 2021 declarations, notwithstanding findings or conclusions that for that year his liabilities were greater than his assets to the tune of $10.46 million, or otherwise there was no unexplained growth in his net worth. He wants judicial review of the decision to embark on, continue, or keep the investigation open into his 2022 declarations, notwithstanding findings or conclusions that for that year his liabilities were greater than his assets to the tune of 5.3 million Jamaican dollars. He wants a judicial review of the the finding by Kevin Stevenson, or the decision in all the circumstances, that Andrew Holmess's lawful objection as contained in his responses and from his attorneys on his behalf, including in the letter of the 16th of July 2024, is a refusal to provide information which inhibited his ability to make a comprehensive and final assessment of the first applicant's assets, liabilities, and income. Remembering, of course, that Holmess is the first applicant. He wants a judicial review of what he says is the impermissible commingling of the relationship and or functions of and amongst the divisions of the Commission and the Commission, resulting in a conflict of interest and or abdication of the duty of the respondents, Beresford, Stevenson, and the Integrity Commission when exercising their statutory functions. He wants a judicial review of the failure of Stevenson and the Integrity Commission to recommend and or issue a public exoneration of culpability on the termination of their first investigation of Holmess's 2021 declarations as required by Section 54.5, while improperly including its details in the report of August 30, 2024, such that the benefit of exculpation is lost. Exculpation, of course, means free from blame or guilt. He wants a judicial review of the misuse of his private information by disclosing that private information in a manner that is prejudicial to his rights and interests. He wants a judicial review of the Integrity Commission's misuse of Section 36.3 of the Integrity Commission Act to table a special report in Parliament and make improper and unlawful recommendations to Parliament and or the FID and Tax Administration Jamaica. He wants a judicial review of the findings and or conclusion that there is a potential conflict of interest between him, Andrew Holmess, and Norman Brown, who is the chairman of both the Housing Agency of Jamaica and the UDC. And he asks for several orders. Order of certiorari, court process, of course, that seeks a judicial review of a decision by a government entity. He also wants an order of mandamus, which is a court order that requires a government official or entity to perform a legal duty or refrain from illegal action. He wants a declaration that the submission of the reports to Parliament, save for the matters referring to the four accounts for tabling, was unlawful and or illegal, having regard to the full terms and effects of Section 54 of the Integrity Commission Act. People, it's a long document. I'm just going through some of the highlights of what he has asked for, what he has cited as the wrong done to him by the Integrity Commission as a body, by Craig Beresford and by Kevin Stevenson. And joining him as applicants in this application to the Supreme Court is Imperial Holdings Limited, Positive Media Solutions, and Positive Jamaica Foundation. This action was filed in the Supreme Court September 30 this year. We will have much more in subsequent newscasts. Today, the Prime Minister said he was going to court. He has gone to court. The Integrity Commission will have some big questions to answer in court regarding the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. And what he says is their failure to approve, authorize, to sign off on his 2021 declarations, while using those 2021 declarations to commingle it with subsequent investigations when the 2021 should have been signed off on and whatever else left as is. He says that commingling makes the public believe that the 2021 declarations are still in dispute, when he says the evidence shows that he did nothing wrong and that should have been authorized. He says that the Integrity Commission misused their power and are abusing their power by not so certifying. So it's all happening from here. That's the breaking news this morning.
Hand your wholeness, hand your wholeness, hand your wholeness. Why you run Ghana court now, hand your wholeness? Why you trying to stop the investigation into your affairs, hand your wholeness? And every time I talk, it look to people, it look to everybody now, like me not like hand your wholeness, or like me not like the JLP. And I am here to assure you all that that is not it. That is not it at all. I just cannot be biased. I cannot be biased like some of the media houses where me see now, being blatantly biased, covering up for Andrew because them in the corner of the JLP. Me can't do that. Me in the corner of the JLP too, but me can't be biased. And Andrew Holness, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, me never see something so ridiculous. The JLP formulate the laws to govern the Integrity Commission. The JLP form the Integrity Commission. And then the JLP gone to court now to fight against the Integrity Commission, to strike down the law that they formulate. With the backside wall. No, am I in law land? What the hell is going on? The JLP formulate the law, draft the law, effect the law, and then the JLP gone to court now to say the law is unconstitutional. Where who no see me dying trial? Eh? How can Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister, run to the court now, doing everything in your powers to stop an investigation into your affairs when you say that you're clean? Now, if I am accused of wrongdoing, if people suspect me of wrongdoing, and I know that I have done nothing wrong, I would welcome every investigation into me to try and clear my name. I would move heaven and earth to help those investigating me so that they would get to the bottom of it, to show that I have done nothing wrong. The only way I would have fight tooth and nail to stop the investigation is if me no want them find out something. And I don't hear the PNP and the opposition hammering home this point. And I don't want to believe me dey on phone side in a PNP. Me dey on the side of Jamaica. 119 is on the side of Jamaica, regardless of which party I believe is the best party to lead Jamaica. Because I believe the JLP is the best party to lead Jamaica. But that no means that when the JLP do something wrong, me nah go lick out pan them. And Andrew Holness, you are doing beer and gamboo. Beer and gamboo now, Andrew. Withdraw this lawsuit. You look stupid. You don't look fool and foolish. What are you trying to hide while you're doing everything in your power to stop the investigation? Why doesn't the JLP say we welcome any investigation into our leader and prime minister because he has nothing to hide? And why don't the PNP come out and make that point that it is almost an admission of guilt if somebody is trying to investigate you to clear your name? You would want to clear your name. What you are run Ghana court for? What you are challenge the investigation for? You don't want to investigate, turn over every stone and ask to say them nothing underneath the stone them. You know, give them a full cooperation, man. But no. The JLP and Andrew Holness doing everything on no power to stop this investigation. Kawa, you don't want to find out something? Eh? Nah, man. And I want us all to understand something, you know. I want us all to understand something. Because I don't think we understand the seriousness and the consequences of when our politicians engage in skullduggery and fleece the country's coffers of money. I don't think you understand how it affects you. So let 119 tell you how it affects you. You see the bad road them on our drive pan? You see how the road them are mash up with vehicle? It's because some of the money to fix those roads gone into the pockets of politicians and their friends. You see when you go to the hospital, no equipment not there, no bed not there. It's because some of the money where they buy the beds and the equipment gone into the pockets of politicians and their friends. I saw it affect you. When you go to the tax office, when you go to the government offices, and you not cheer for sit down in a hot sun and line up and all these things. And the place then look run down and pop down. When you have no water, you know, no pipe, and they say they don't have no money, it's because the money gone into the pockets of the politicians and their friends. So we should shield no politician who is corrupt. And I am not accusing anybody in particular here because I don't have no information. I am not the one doing the forensic evidence, looking through the this and the that. I am just saying that when wrong is wrong, it is wrong. And it is wrong. It is wrong for Andrew to run to court now, when you not do everything now, to try to stop the investigation. And I am saying it is almost an admission of guilt. 119.